that game.
The big headline news from them this week: Finn Russell coming into the Premiership. What can you say to our fans about your recruitment plans, or how are you looking for next season at the moment?
Well, we're not going to be recruiting a Finn Russell type player, and certainly not at that level. I mean, where we are is a little bit different, and I try and explain this to some people. I mean, look, we want, as a coaching group, as a club, as a group of players, we want to be competitive every year. We want to aim to win every game we play. We want to be in the dying stage of every competition. We have a huge focus on talking about ourselves like a successful rugby club. That said, if you also look at pretty much every club in the Premiership, they have all had periods where it's not always felt that great, but it's how quickly you come through that. I think we're already climbing through that, but some of our recruitment is going to be based on how we align a group together for a coming period. I don't think we're a group where one recruit will turn us into the team of next season. I think it takes some development with the group we've got, and probably 2 or 3 recruits at the right level who can also develop with this group. So that's where I am. I'm based on a bit long. My vision's a little bit longer term than just next season. But that said, I want us to be very good next season, and we'll be as good as we can do. But I'm very against throwing away where we might get in 2, 3 years time for something I'll do next year. I'd rather us progress, being relatively successful over a longer period, aiming with some more longer periods of success. That's kind of what I'm trying to build or rebuild or refocus on, however you want to describe it. I think sometimes saying rebuild is the wrong word, because it's never rebuild if you never lose half your squad in any season. That's rebuild. This is more like refocus, retweak, redevelop almost.
And you talked to the media a moment ago about the different markets and when players even now are assessing their own options, players that are here, players that are at other clubs. It's a waiting game as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think what anything else, I think you see these odd signings being made and some clubs making announcements, and all of a sudden you think, why aren't Exeter making announcements? Well, the French clubs traditionally make their announcements very early. So even when although deals are done, the French clubs tend to make the announcements. Premiership clubs don't tend to rush making announcements anyway. We certainly don't rush to make them here. And we're going through business with our own players and with assessing the markets. If you think Southern Hemisphere Rugby's not even got going into the season yet, so a lot of those players don't even start looking around really till post-Christmas. They don't really even want to start talking about options. A lot of them, some of them do, a lot don't. So we're not out of markets. We're not looking and there's no players for Exeter or any situation like that. There's a few things need to happen. I need to really look at where our young players are, which has been great at the moment. Just even the last couple of weeks, you've seen young Will Beckinsale, second year at uni, playing first year rugby. That's great. That gives us a chance to look at him. That tells us where do we need to recruit, what level within the scrum half market. Greg Fisselau getting up and running, could well be involved this week. That gives me a real good opportunity to see where he is, and that starts to tell you where some of our back row options are. Alfie Bell playing the Prem Cup and going as well as he did. That starts to show you where some of your second row things going forward are. And we need to keep doing that. We need to keep assessing what we've got here, because we might have one of the Premiership's best players in 2 years' time.
I was going to say Daff and Chris are prime examples.
Daff and Chris are perfect examples. Some of the best players in the Premiership might already be here. And we just got to make sure we give them that chance and we bring them through.